On the night of June the 11th, the Russian military fired on two communities in Dnipropetrovsk region with artillery and hurricanes. This was announced by the head of Dnipropetrovsk Regional State Administration, Valentin Reznichenko. According to him, two people were injured. They are in the hospital. Damaged houses, the office of the mayor, the House of Culture. There is no light or gas in the village of Velika Kostromka due to shelling. Currently, the Russian army fired on Krasnopilla community in Sumy region from its territory. This was announced by Regional Military Administration head Dmytro Zhivitsky. One person died as a result of the shelling. On the night of June the 11th, 5 mortar shellings were recorded in Vorozhba. Power lines and civilian homes were damaged. No casualties were reported. Also, the Russian army carried out 8 mortar attacks on the Shaligina community. Victims and destructions aren't recorded. Currently, the Russian military has been shelling settlements in Kharkiv and the region with weapons of various types. This was announced in a video message by the head of the Regional Military Administration, Oleg Sinihubov. The enemy continues to fire on the city of Kharkiv from the Tornado and Hurricane multiple rocket launchers, as well as launching missile strikes. This is destroying our residential sector and industrial buildings. The enemy also struck at Chuhuiv district, in particular in the settlements of Malinivka, Chkalivske, Pechenihi. The city of Derhachi district, Zolochiv and other settlements of the region are also affected by the shelling. Fires caused by shelling by the Russian military were extinguished by SES officers. This was reported in the main department of the SES of Kharkiv region. According to the agency, in the city of Derhachi, there were 4 fires in private homes. 2 people were injured. In the Chkaliv community, a Russian shell destroyed the building of a private house, killing 4 people. The current day, the Russian military carried out artillery shelling of Mykolaiivka. This was reported in the main directorate of the National Police in Donetsk region. Law enforcement officers managed to save a man who was seriously wounded in the arm. Don't move. Can you hear me? I hear my hand is numb. Quite, everything is okay, lie down. The message came that in the city of Mykolaiivka of Kramatorsk area, artillery shelling was carried out. Upon arrival at the scene, 2 high-rise buildings were found damaged. According to the information received, 1 man was injured. He was taken to the city of Slovyansk for long-term medical care. Not only the housing sector, but also the city's infrastructure was destroyed. There is no information about the victims of the shelling. I was in the basement. If I hadn't been in the basement, I wouldn't be here. All the windows were broken. There isn't a single undamaged window. I went to the toilet when the explosion occurred. Lucky grandmother. Before then, I was sitting on the couch in the bedroom. It was here that the windows flew out. I was born lucky. It could have been much worse. It is good that I stuck tape on the windows, and the glass did not fly in small pieces, but in large ones. God, how long will I have to experience this? This is the 3rd time, in the year 1945, 2014, and now again. The current day, the Donetsk Region National Police reported that the Russian military had deliberately destroyed a private house in Konstantinivka along with people. According to police, a Russian shell hit the private sector of the city on June the 9th around 8 p.m. The blockages were dismantled by police, rescuers and locals who fought to the last for people's lives. We dug one up there, and the other one was taken from the rubble by State Emergency Service when we arrived. He was already dead. The woman left with the children. These men were left to look after the house, the garden, to feed the dog. I have a whole roof in holes, can you see? Here are the pieces of iron. If it weren't for the poplars, all this would have flown on. Police documented the aftermath of the attack. Criminal proceedings have been instituted under the article of violation of the laws and customs of war. Over the past day, the Russian military killed 2 civilians in Donetsk region, 1 in Konstantinivka and 1 in Hirnik. Another 7 people were injured. This was announced by the head of Donetsk Regional Military Administration, Pavlo Kyrylenko. In addition, in Bakhmach, medical care was provided to 1 person who was injured in Luhansk region. The police of Donetsk region reported that currently 13 settlements of the region came under fire from the Russian army. As a result of the shelling, 30 civilian objects, power lines, transformer substations, forests and garages were destroyed. The head of Luhansk Regional State Administration, Serhii Haidai, said that the Russian military continues to beat industrial facilities in the region. The current day, as a result of another shelling, the railway depot of the Azot Association was damaged. There were also hits in the building of the brick and research plants. In Lysychansk, Russian shells hit the territory of the glass factory. During the day, the enemy opened fire on Severodonetsk, Lysychansk and 8 other settlements of the region with various types of weapons. According to Serhii Haidai, the Russian army is gaining ground on the northern outskirts of Orikhiv and continues to storm Severodonetsk. On the night of June the 11th, the Russian military used a flamethrower jet system in Vrubivka. As a result, many houses burned down, said the head of the region. Information on the number of victims has been clarified. Serhii Shevchenko from Bakhmach tried to stop a column of tanks and armored personnel carriers. He threw his bicycle to enemy vehicles. It was February the 26th when Russian troops entered his city. They drove in spontaneously. Few people knew. They jumped out of nowhere. I live over there, far away. I arrived home, my wife says. Tanks are standing there. I got on a bike and ran here. Nadia Udot watched the events unfolding under her house from the window. A lot of people gathered. I see a man riding a bicycle. He jumps almost on the move and throws his bike under the tanks. The tank has passed, the second goes. He pulls out his bike and throws it 5 more times. I saw young guys sitting on the tower. Well, they were children, and they sit like a Rambo. Well, I got furious. One tank went on another tank. I was standing here, took my bike and threw the bicycle on the tank. It went further. I threw the bike on the second. With the third tank, I just jumped on it. I wanted to stop it. He took the gun and climbed on the tank. The tank stopped. Serhii knew where to climb and how to stop such equipment. 2 years of his service in the army, he rode tanks, knows every mechanism. I closed the embrasure for the mechanic. I held on to the cannon with my hand and closed it with my foot. I'm actually a tank commander. I know what to do. I put my foot down. The mechanic saw that it was dark. He had to stop. There is a guy, Sasha, from Kureny. He threw his T-shirt on the next tank. There was a commander, a senior, sitting on the armor. He fired in the air. They went on and on. I then threw the bike on the roof of the tank. The other day, a local farmer bought a new bicycle for Serhii with electric motor. No, I will not give up this one. There is one more. There is a frame. I'll put it on wheels and, well, that is a bicycle. Did it help somehow? Or maybe they were scared. They see that people are not very happy here. Video with the man on the internet has become very popular. The man was recognized on the street. Serhii himself did not know about it. I didn't even know. People said I should watch TV. I asked what to watch there. Why will be I there? I didn't think about it at all. I asked who filmed it there already. Maybe she will see the interview, the girl who filmed me there, and pass it on. I would see her, of course. After that, they became friends with the man who also jumped on the tanks and threw his T-shirt at them. People were united by this war. I see this in Bakhmach, in everyone. They became more cohesive. They helped each other more in everything. So many visitors. Some just came to acquaintances. It's a pleasure.